Welcome to another edition of 42 Straight Years In. On my crackhead update, Lion Willie and his pretty little girlfriend, they was over here this morning. We sit and ate breakfast, and me and him sit out on the patio. It was kind of drizzling rain. We sit out on the patio and talked. He said he had just made it back from Mars. He said they travel at warp speed. He said they tell you to count from 30 backwards. He said every time, the last thing he remembers is he got to 18 and he's getting ready to land on Mars. He said coming back is the same trip. It's the same time limit. He said, and he gave me some Viagra. He said it came from Mars. He said one of these pills will last 1 year and you good to go. Take one pill, you're good for the whole year. And now he done got his little girlfriend. Now she done start the same type of crap that he used. She said, yeah, because he tried it out on me this morning and it worked well. I said, yeah. He did you, huh? She said, yeah, he did me, and he said he gonna do me again soon as we get back home. So he gave me some 100 milligram Viagra. He says, this is what they use on Mars. And he told me, say, you only take one. Now, you good for a year. Don't let your old lady know you own this shit, man, because she fuck around, won't even come back to the house, man. She'll leave and won't come back. I said, all right, man. And they left. The trials and tribulation of Lion Willie. This video is going to be about accountability. Yeah, before I get started, man, y'all follow me over on Patreon. The link is in the description. And I need my likes. Well, I got the shank. I'm ready to ride. Y'all ain't acting right on them likes, man. I gotta have my likes, man. It don't cost you nothing. It don't cost you a dime to hit that like. I don't want to have to pay nobody a visit. And I turn into Freddy Krueger on your ass, so then you know what it is. Let's ride. Yeah, this video is going to be about accountability. This young guy was 16 years old in high school. He was a star football player. And, you know, if you're an athlete in school, man, you get all the little pretty girls. Went to school, I was a basketball player. And I didn't have no, I had plenty young girlfriends. They come out of the woodwork on you when you're an athlete. And he took this young chick inside of the stairwell. And was no sex involved. The next day she reported that he raped her. They locked him up. Came and locked him up in juvenile and certified him as an adult. Now, his lawyer didn't attempt to put no hell of defense up. It's a female attorney. She told him, you either take the 5-year sentence and plead guilty. If you try to go in front of a jury, they're going to give you life. She said they're going to look at you as a big, young black male. And who you think they're going to believe? So he went ahead and pled guilty for 5 years. Now, it's something that I noticed in prison. A lot of the guys who got sex cases, they're secretive. Now, Texas don't necessarily just attack you like they do in other states just because you have a sex case. You don't necessarily get attacked in Texas. Now, you can't go around and brag on it, but these guys don't just assault you because you got bad paperwork. And no one in Texas really worried about what you in prison for unless you joining a gang. Now, they're going to do a background check. The rest of the inmates can care less. Now, it's a lot of ways to find out what a guy's in prison for. Depends on what prison you at. A lot of the maximum security prisons, those guys got cell phones. So if somebody they want to find out about, they just pull the prison unit up, go to the prison unit website, and they got all the offenders listed. They type in your name, your record is going to come up, what you're in prison for, when you're eligible for parole, and they don't give the facts of your case. It just states what the offense you was convicted of and how much time you received. And whether you pled guilty or not guilty, you got that information. That's it on the prison website. Now, something about I've noticed through the years of when I was locked up. Most guys who ain't ashamed to say what they in prison for and talk about it. I've met several guys. I have helped several guys. They'll straight up tell you, hey, man, they got me charged for rape, man. I ain't raped nobody, man. This chick set me up, man. I was a star football player. I ain't got to rape no woman. I got plenty girlfriends. And this guy ended up serving the time. He got out of prison, and finally a lawyer took interest in this guy's case. But the girlfriend, her conscience, with the school, wait a minute, let me back up. The school district awarded her family $1.5 million because the alleged assault occurred on school grounds and security is supposed to be there to stop it. So she was awarded $1.5 million. But her conscience got the best of her. She contacted this guy after he got out on Facebook, sent him a friend request. Now, he was smart enough to get him an investigator. Investigator set up camera and audio so they can record what this girl is going to talk to him about. And she specifically told him, hey, man, you didn't assault me. She said, I hate I did you like that. Her conscience got the best of her. She said the reason she didn't come forward because the school district offered them $1.5 million and they were poor and her family needed the money. So she went ahead and stuck with her original story instead of telling the truth and getting this guy cut loose. Now the investigator took this information to the district attorney's office. They exonerated him of the offense, and the school district filed charges against the girl. Now, mind you, no criminal charges from the district attorney, but civil charges to recoup their money. So the jury, the court awarded the school district, they $1.5 million back and $1 million in punitive damage for her telling a lie, scheming them out of their money. Now, I don't know how they're going to get paid because they probably done spent majority of the money. Now, this guy went on to get a contract with the Atlanta Falcons because he was a star football player in high school. And he tried out for the Atlanta Falcons and got put on the practice squad. So he did receive a couple $1 million, even though the county didn't give him a dime. He made his money back off of football. Now, he's married and got kids, and he's a millionaire now. But still, there's no accountability on this chick. I've seen a lot of guys screwed like that. A lot of guys, man. Nothing happens to the female. Nothing. They can do what they want to with impunity. Just tell a lie. This guy assaulted me. Matter of fact, I was in I was at the casino, and this guy and this chick were arguing. She kept hitting this guy. Every time he'll start to hit her back, she said, you better not. I'll call the police and have you locked up and tell them you assaulted me. She just kept hitting him till finally he couldn't take it no more. He waylaid her. I was out at the time, I still was smoking cigarettes. I was out by the car smoking me a cigarette. I just looked. I was wondering, I wonder, when is he going, what point in this assault is he going to start fighting back? I mean, this one was hitting this guy. Finally, he couldn't take no more. He beat her down. I've seen so many guys incarcerated with the same story. Hey, man, for family violence. Say, man, she got me locked up. She got mad. because I didn't give her X amount of dollars. And she called them people and told them I assaulted her. She said that was the third time, so they gave me 10 years in prison. But he wouldn't leave the chick alone. He still would get out of jail, go pay his probation, go move right back in with her, and finally he got sent to prison. But they do this without no accountability. Nothing happens to them. I've seen crackhead women in South Dallas tell a guy that. I call the police and tell them you raped me. Oh, looking what this nasty, stinking woman here. But it'll fly. As soon as the cops show up, they're going to handcuff this guy and put him in the car. They're going to tell him, we got to sort this out. The handcuffs ain't never coming off. They always handcuff the man and put him in the car. The woman never handcuffed. She just standing there. Or tell her to sit out on the ground. But the male always handcuffed and placed in the back seat. Very rare do the handcuffs come off. If you ain't got some video to show what actually happened, or a ton of witness in your behalf, you go into the county jail and get charges filed on you. Later on, you might beat them or she might not want to prosecute them, but you will have charges filed. It's going to cost you some money. The majority of the time, you ain't got no money. So you rot in jail until you get till you recycle through the court system. Now, something need to happen to these females. Need to be some accountability involved somewhere. They can just file charges on a male anytime they want to. Ain't nothing happened to them. They can get caught in a lie. Look at all the guys who get exonerated. Nothing happens to that female. Just straight up lie on this guy. 50 years. I got a buddy now. He's waiting on the Supreme Court to rule on his case. He had a 50-year sentence. For nothing. For a lie. They got it set up the same way with her on video. She straight lied on this man. Because he stopped giving her money. She went and told those people that she was assaulted by him and locked him up. Man never been in trouble in his life. Never been in jail for nothing. Never had a traffic violation. They wasn't trying to hear nothing he's talking about. Now, sometime in Texas it's a good thing. They don't just attack guys like they do in other states. Some other states, they just attack you. You got that offense, they don't care nothing about the facts of the case. They ain't even trying to hear nothing you talking about. Texas is a little bit different. Now, I've seen guys get beat down, get stabbed up because of bad paperwork. Some guy get pissed off at him. I've seen guys in the cell with other guys and he tell them, hey, you can't live in here with me. You got to move. You got to go somewhere. You can't stay here just because of his charges. But, you know, me, I always like to hear the facts. But I never go ask a guy about his case. Never. In the early years when we didn't have cell phones, have access to cell phone, man, I really wasn't interested in no guy's case. I judged you on how you got along with me. I didn't give a damn about what you was charged with. That didn't mean nothing to me. It's how me and you got along. You know, I don't judge no man on his offense. Like me and a guy once at Eastham, we were sitting there talking. He wanted me to type some paperwork up for him. He said, hey man, I'll pay you to type these papers up for me. I looked on there and saw rape. I said, man, I don't help no damn, I don't help nobody like that, man. He said, what you in prison for? I say, murder. He said, I don't like murders. And that a fight is. And I got right on his ass. Well, it was a hell of a fight, you know, but later on I snapped. I said, who am I to judge somebody? And how do I know if this woman is telling the truth? I don't know the facts of this man's case. Hell, you don't want to be judged. So why you going to judge others? And I listen to some guys from the West Coast and say, yeah, we just attacked those guys. They come with bad paperwork. Like me, I don't like drug dealers. To me, you got bad paperwork. If up to me, I'd skin your ass up. I don't like you. You cause women to turn to prostitution. You put women on the streets where they can get assaulted. You'll sell them some drugs. You don't care. If a pregnant female walk up to you, you will sell her some meth or sell her some crack. You don't care. As long as she got some money. So you kill a baby that's in the womb. So what are you to judge some other man on? You ain't got to be the best of friends with him, but you ain't got to judge him likewise. You know, different systems got different policies. In Texas, you don't just be attacked if your paperwork is bad. Nobody's going to give a shit unless you join a gang. Those guys are going to do a background check on you. They're going to know all about you. If you don't leave the gang members alone, you basically will be good. Y'all like and subscribe. I don't want to have to ride down on none of you. I'm getting kind of pissed off. I might have to. You don't want that. You don't want that. You see how deep that go? It go deep. Just like that. Y'all like and subscribe, and I thank you for watching.